Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, guys. As you are coming in, go ahead and like the video. And go ahead and share it with somebody that will find this video helpful tonight. I want to make sure that you have what you need, especially for my folks, my Gen Z folks that are still having issues with this. Okay. I want to make sure you have what you need to get things going here. So, as you are coming in, like the video, go ahead and share it with somebody that you know is going to find this information helpful to you. Let's see. Go ahead. And all right. All right. So I guess Instagram's going to get I was trying to make sure Instagram was going to enjoy the live as well, but I guess that's not happening tonight. But go ahead. We're going to get started in a couple minutes. I'm going to give you guys time to get in here. Go ahead and drop a like, say hello, and share this information. We're talking about ATS-friendly resumes tonight, guys. I know we're dealing with a lot of AI. I am not opposed to it as long as it's being used in the right way. But if AI is going to be the hindrance for you to find that next opportunity, I want to give you some of the skills to get past that point. All right? Stay tuned. Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. And of course, for anyone that is just joining, I want to make sure you come in, drop a like, say hello. I promise I will not bite. I want to make sure you have what you need because the resumes that you guys have and you are using when applying for these jobs, these bots ain't loyal. We are working through ATS systems, what that means, Applicant Tracking Systems. But we're going to touch on all of that tonight. Go ahead and drop a like, say hello. Of course, as you know, if you find this information helpful and you know someone that is looking for a job or is in job application mode right now, go ahead and share this with them. And a journey of my own that we're going through. I want to make sure that you guys know that we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So for those that are not subscribed that watch a channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel or Facebook, wherever you are watching this. Join the Facebook, the group that I do have on Facebook, or the page for anything Mentor Shelley Career Coach that is popping up. All right, guys, we are actually going to go ahead and dive right in. Say hello as you're coming in. I want to make sure you have, let me see here. Let's get the technical stuff out the way. We want to get started with the presentation. Beating the bots, beating the, making sure that technology is not going to be our enemy, but we are going to use it to our advantage like we all should, because at the end of the day, humans created these bots, correct? So let's use it to our advantage, shall we? Now, the secrets to beating the bots and getting interviewed, especially from a Gen Z folks, make sure that you are paying very close attention. You have spent all this time. Let me make sure you guys can see me because I want to make sure that, listen, although you might be hearing my voice, can y'all see me? Say hello. Y'all can see me? All right. All right. We right here. All right. Just want to make sure that y'all can see me as well as see the information. All right. So secrets to beating the bots and getting interviewed, right? First, we got to discuss getting past the gatekeeper. Right now, gatekeepers are the computers, y'all. What is ATS? If you've never heard of it before and you're a Gen Zer, you might be still new to the whole the terms that are used in the job market, things of that nature. What is ATS? ATS is an applicant tracking system. It's an AI powered gatekeeper designed to filter out unqualified candidates. Which is why this live stream is called Beating the Bots and Making Your Resume ATS Friendly. Keep in mind, though, that when I say beating the bots, I mean in terms of what is it that the ATS or the applicant tracking system is using to determine what is qualifying you as a potential candidate. We're going to get into the weeds of that as well. Okay. Now, ditching the fancy fonts and graphics, that's number one. Let's see here. Ditching the fancy graphics. Sticking to simple professional fonts like Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman. That's all the fonts in Microsoft Word, if you're familiar with that, or if you're using the Google version of it, you can use those fonts as well. The applicant tracking system won't recognize it if it's not one of those three, meaning, recognize them, meaning the important details might not get read at all. Another thing, please make sure that the title or the position that you're applying for, look at that job description. Make sure that your resume is measuring up, but we're going to get to that a little bit later. All right, I just wanted to make sure. Ditch the fancy fonts and graphics and save that for Canva when you're doing your creative projects. We out here to get this money, so we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to help ourselves get past the robots. Okay. Now, I was just getting ready to jump into it. Getting past the ATS filter, the applicant tracking systems filter, at the base of every computer system, it is used numbers. It's using numbers to count. It's using numbers to not count. It's using numbers to exclude, and it's using numbers to include. Using keywords like your career depends on it, because believe it or not, folks, it does. This is how it's going to work. To get past an ATS filter, you need to mirror the job description in your resume. You need to make sure if the job description says project management and you wrote handled multiple projects, the ATS, the applicant tracking system, may not pick up your resume as vital or having the amount of keywords that it's needed to get it past the bot or to get it past the tracking system. Instead, you have to say project management on your resume. That's why you should never, I know I put that question in the chat, do not ever use the same resume for all of these applications, because they all have different titles. You have to match your title up on your resume along with other things. Instead say project management somewhere in your resume to match the job exactly. Run the job description through a word cloud generator to find the most common keywords associated with project management for that particular job. You have to start putting, not necessarily match it word for word, but put a lot of those key phrases from the description of the job you're applying for into your resume. If you have similar experience, it's just a matter of massaging it and rewording it. Why am I telling you to do this? This is a way to get past the bots. This is a way, because the more keywords you have on your resume, the higher the keywords, the most likely you can get your resume passed off to a human that is actually going to make the decision to call you for that interview. Okay? And that's why it's important to make sure you have the keywords in place. Okay? Next thing you have to make sure, formatting matters. Please keep it clean. Please keep it structured. Think of the applicant tracking system like a toddler. It needs structure or it gets confused. Use clear section headings like work experience, education, and skills. List the job titles before the company names. I know this sounds arbitrary, and I know this sounds a little bit too meticulous. Just trust me on this. Give the bots what they want so they can give you the high score and push your resume onto a human so you can get an interview. Okay? We're going deep into the weeds here. We got to beat the bots and use bullet points instead of long paragraphs. As I said, the ATS is like a little toddler. You got to feed it you got to feed it how it likes to read information. Short, sweet, and to the point in formatted, clean ways. An example of this, you might ask, well, how is it supposed to look? Now, of course, I've put some color coding on the top here, so it's obvious how it looks, but it should not have this color coding in there. Oh, hello. Before we go any further, hello, the other side of 40, Sister Crystal, aka Miss VHS. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I just want to make sure that we make sure you say hello and say hi, and make sure you guys have what you need to get past the bots, so we can win in this job market. Now, so you're applying for the formatting. So you were a social media manager for XYZ company. Remember, it said to put the job title before the company and the timeline in which you were there. And now it has 3 different descriptors on how to read and manage social media strategy that increased by 40%, created scheduled content, whatever it is that you did, put it in bullet points so the ATS system will be able to read it easily. And the higher the score on your ATS, let's say, for instance, the job description that they put up there for the job and you're applying and your resume only gets a 50 score, 9 times out of 10 on the ATS, it's not going to get passed on to a human. It's going to go into the abyss. It's going to consider your resume that does not have enough keywords. It's keywords that it's using to determine if you have enough experience for the job. Unfortunately, guys, we have to understand how these systems work, understand how they work, and play the game so it can work for us, not against us. Okay? So formatting does matter. So do you see here, formatting, social media manager, XYZ company, June 2021, manage social media strategy. You see the duties here. As you can see here, I made it bold, easy to read, scannable, ATS approved, ATS friendly. It is important to have all of those working for you, not against you. All right, guys, before we go any further, is this something you guys want to do on your own? If it is, wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and provide you with some resources, but I'm also going to provide you with some free resources. But if it's something that you want me to help you with, we'll talk about how that is going to be possible down the line, okay? Because I do help you with this kind of, these kind of things, making sure your resume is up to par and ready to pass through any ATS system that you are applying through. All right. Now, file formatting, even the way you save the resume makes a difference, folks. It's that serious. Most ATM systems prefer Word documents or the Microsoft or the Google version of that if you don't have Microsoft Word or you don't have access to Microsoft Word, because they can easily extract the text. However, some newer ATS systems accept PDFs. 9 times out of 10, I would stick with a Word doc just to be on the safe side, because not everybody's system is updated. You want to make sure that you have the right format for this resume. I know it sounds like a lot for a resume, but you're trying to get past a computer system that is put in place to block you. So in order for you to outsmart it and get past it, you have to know what it wants, feed it what it wants, give it a little bit more so you can get past it to get to the human that's going to give you a call for that resume. Okay? Now, one resume won't rule them all. Tailor, tailor, tailor. In other words, for every job that you're going to apply for, you need to structure it for that particular job. Guys, you will not wear flip-flops to a corporate interview, right? Why would you use the same generic resume for every job? Every job description is different. So we're expecting you to tailor it. If you don't tailor it, your score is not going to be high enough with the ATS system, and your application or your resume will not get past the ATS system. It would have blocked you and sent your resume into the abyss, never having you even get called. You want your resume to work for you, so you have to tailor it to the job. Tailor it to each position and adjust your keywords, skills, and bullet points to match the job description. Yes, it takes extra time, but it drastically improves your chances on getting past the applicant tracking systems into the actual hiring manager's hands. That is the only way to guarantee. If you don't get into the hiring manager's hands, folks, let me come on this screen so I can make sure I share this with y'all. Okay, let me show my face a little bit. If you don't get into the hiring manager's hands, what's the point? They're the ones making the decisions to hire. So you want to get past the computer so you can get to the hiring manager. They got to see your resume before they know you're valuable. So do what needs to be done to get past the bot. That's why I said this is called beat the bots. Okay. All right, Miss VHS, it says, oh my, Microsoft Word documents can be edited. Yes, it can. However, for a lot of the ATS systems or a lot of the applicant tracking systems that you're going to be applying through, that's the preferred format. You have some of the more upgraded ones now that are using PDFs, which is safer as far as not being edited. But PDFs can be edited a little bit, but not as easy. Hello, Still Rocks. How you doing tonight? Welcome to the live. Yes, Still Rocks. VHS, it can be edited, but because part of how the applicant tracking system works, it's extracting the information from your resume to count how many keywords that's matching up to the job description. The computer system is literally looking side by side to see, do you have enough of what the job description has on it to see if you're a match. If a lot of those things are matching, then your score is going to be higher. The higher the score, the more likely it is that you are going to get a call from either the hiring manager, the recruiter, the business owner, depending on who it is looking for people, who is looking for to fill the position. So it's important to make sure that is there. Now, I know some people are not in favor of, sending resumes like that without, let me go ahead and do, let's see here, listen, instead. All right. Yeah, you have to get your resumes ATS ready, applicant tracking systems ready. The job market is very competitive, and it's fighting through the applicant tracking system maze is no joke. I, as a HR professional, whenever I am applying for different jobs, they have different ways to say in HR because human resources covers a lot of areas. It's not just plain old human resources. You have the benefits positions. You have recruiting positions or talent acquisition positions. You have sourcing, which is also part of talent acquisitions. You have employee relations. There's also employee relations type of positions. You have safety that's sometimes tied to human resources. You have the benefits. You have compensation. All of those things are under the umbrella of HR. It is very important for me to distinguish what type of skills I bring to the table depending on what the job description says when I'm applying for that position. You can't just use your generic resume and think it's going to work for you. You have to tailor, like we talked about in the previous slide, and you have to have it make sure it is ATS ready. If you need help getting your resume ATS ready, then we can talk. What I can do, if I'm going to do this for you, then you can book your resume consultation at calendly.com/mentorshelly3, or you can go to mentorshelly.com/resumes, which is at the bottom left hand of the screen, depending on what side you're on, of course. You know how this can be. I'm here to help you customize and bot-proof your resume so you can actually be seen by recruiters. All of what I've been saying so far is to get you past the people, to get you past the bot. Hello, Denise. Welcome to the live. I am here making sure that you guys have what you need so the bot will not stop you when you are applying for these jobs. Okay, because the bots are not loyal, but you're loyal to what it is that you are doing so you can get past the bots. Okay? If you want me to do it for you, you can definitely go to mentorshelly.com/resumes and go ahead and schedule your resume consultation there. You can click on, you go to mentorshelly.com/resumes and click on the button to schedule your consultation right below that. If you want to go ahead and do it yourself, I do have a resume guide right on that page. You can go to mentorshelly.com/resumes and click on grab the resume guide. All you guys are saying hello to each other. I want you guys to know that I am here to help. I want to make sure you have what you need to get past these bots. And of course, if you have general questions, you can ask them now in the chat. Please do. Or you can go to mentorshelly.com/contact, leave me a voicemail or an email message. You can click on the side of the screen of that page and actually leave me a voicemail, and I respond within 24 hours. But before I go, do you guys have any questions about the bots? Or, I want to make sure that I am here to serve you. And making sure that when you guys are applying for those jobs, make sure it's what? Microsoft Word. There's some ATSs that take PDF, but you don't want to take any chances. You want to make sure that when you're applying that it's in Microsoft Word. I know it can be edited, but that's part of what the ATS uses. It grabs the information off of your resume to make sure it matches up with that job description. So it does have to be in that format. It needs to be clean cut. You need to use bullet points. The position name on your resume needs to be before the company name, because that's how the bots like to read it. You give the bot what it wants, so you can get what you want from the bot, which is a high score, so it can get pushed over to the recruiter, and the recruiter can call you to get your resume in here. Do you guys have any questions? Go ahead and shoot them in the chat. If not, is there any questions, concerns of what's going on? We're going to be talking a lot more in the next few weeks about what it means to be a career savvy professional in this particular economy, because there is a lot that is changing, some for the better, some not for the better, because there's a lot of layoffs happening in different departments, sectors of government and other places. So I want to make sure that you guys are properly positioned to win, especially in this market. Our wonderful friend over at Black Women Making Money, Cherie, is talking to us about several things, getting involved more in AI and other technological advances that is going to be key in this market. But other than that, I do appreciate everyone that popped in and said hello. Miss VHS, thank you so much for stopping by. Still Rocks, thank you so much for stopping by. Denise, I appreciate you for stopping by. And of course, guys, if you have questions, concerns, or you just want to say hello, and if you know anyone that is going to find this information helpful, please make sure you send them over to mentorshelly.com /resumes if they're looking for help with resumes. If they're just looking for good old-fashioned help, you can send them to my YouTube channel, which is at Mentor Shelly CC for Career Coach. Guys, we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. You can always leave me a message at mentorshelly.com/contact, and have anyone that is looking for help in the job market space to contact me, leave a message, or leave a comment down below. All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Yes, you'll be back for the replay. Yes, I did drop some gems and making sure that you guys have what you need. So when you're applying, you're not having to fight robots, but the robots are helping you to get to the human that is going to call you and get you your interview. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Miss VHS. We definitely we appreciate you here at the Mentor Shelly channel. And we want to make sure that you become a better professional. So in doing so, I want to make sure you have all the tools you need to be successful and to become a better, as a career coach. If your career is not better, then I'm not doing my job. So this is Mentor Shelly. Thank you so much for joining, all of you. And I want to make sure you become a better professional, whether it's applying for these jobs, getting past ATS systems, making sure you rock it in the interview, and making sure you negotiate for your money. Okay? That's what we're all about here. All right, guys. Take care. You have a good one. Bye.